Hello everyone. It is what's the date? Wednesday? Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Vincent is
It's Tuesday, ain't it?
This is making guac.
We.
Cats are restless, and we are sitting at a campground outside of San Antonio. I didn't film yesterday or the day before, I think. It was mostly just driving through the rain. We stayed at a rest stop last night, about halfway between the campground we've stayed at over the weekend, American Campground outside of Del Rio, Texas. Stayed at a rest stop outside of Uvalde last night, and then we're here. It was really weird to be in Uvalde after...
my God, I was about to mention that.
Yeah, after it being on the news for almost a year now, it was so weird to drive through that town.
It's so funny because I was mentioning to my...
It was more normal than I think I thought it would be.
Yeah. I was mentioning it to my clients. So on class, I give my students an update, basically where we are every time. Mm-hmm. Tonight, I'm just right outside of Uvalde, Texas. And just like, I could literally see some people just go...
Yeah, it's rough. But yeah, we've been just kind of driving. The weather's been pretty rotten. It was pouring rain last night to the point where it was like pounding on the roof and the cats were like going crazy. So neither of us got really great sleep. And we just decided we have to stay in San Antonio for a few extra days waiting for my glasses to come in. So we went ahead and we also placed an Amazon order to come into the same post office. So we have to wait for all those things, and who knows how long it'll take. So we're just kind of here hanging out. We're just going to stay at this campground for 2 nights while the weather kind of clears. It's just like the rain, I think, stopped earlier today, but it's supposed to be really windy tonight, like tons of tornado warnings in a lot of the south. So we're just kind of hunkering down. The campground is super nice. It's right off this place called Canyon Lake. And it's got like, I don't know, 80 or 90 RV spots and cabins and like lake things to do and a cute little clubhouse. So it seems really fun. We got the full hookups and stuff. And yeah, let's see, what else do we do? Oh, we signed up for Passport America, which is how we ended up at this campsite, because Passport America is about $44 a year. And it gets you 50% off at a lot of different campgrounds. There are limitations on certain campgrounds, especially the more popular ones are only like during regular season and not on weekends, stuff like that. That's how this one was, just not on the weekends. So perfect for us. We're staying Tuesday through Thursday, and it was $35 a night instead of $70 a night for a spot. Scooch. So that was great. Yeah, that's the scoop. We're just kind of hanging out. Later on in this program, I want to show you the socks I've been knitting. I have 3 pairs of socks. Well, 2 that are totally done and 1 that I'm currently working on. But I'll show that to you later. We do have a leak in our water tank that we're going to try to tackle while we're here, because we can drain it and Vince can try to fix it. That's going to be not fun. He's not looking forward to that. But otherwise, we're just hanging out. I got to edit the last vlog so I could post that now that I've started filming this one. Okay, random aside. Hi, this is my leg. You don't really need to see it close up. It's covered in bruises and little scrapes and stuff. But I just wanted to mention that, okay, remember that sugar dough? It's just like the sugaring paste that I got a while ago, and I was like, I'm gonna figure this out. Well, I figured it out. The packaging was literally like, give it at least 3 tries before you return it. It's a learning curve. And they were right. If any of you are wondering if it works, if it's worth your time, I think it totally is. Obviously it's a kind of waxing, so it hurts, you know, to some degree, but it does a really, really good job. My skin is super smooth because it takes off all your dead skin too. And it actually has lasted like a really long time. I have that one pot that I showed you a while ago, and I've used it twice now, and it's still pretty full pot, and I've only had to use it twice over like more than a month. And that was because the first time I really did a shit job and it was bad. So yeah, that worked out great. I highly recommend if you're wanting to move away from shaving and you don't want to, or you know, if you're waxing and you don't want to pay for it anymore, sugaring is awesome. It takes time, but I'm really glad that I transitioned over. It's a great thing to do without water in the van. So yeah, that's the update on that. My legs are no longer hairy.
There's no Bigfoot anymore.
Woo!
heard you want to leave this place where we grew up. This old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids so we could see and hear.
Ok, alors aujourd'hui on va parler en français, donc voilà. Emma qui est en train de cuisiner, qui fait un repas super bon. Voilà.
I'm gonna explain all of this in English again,
Non,
you know.
c'est moi qui vais traduire, ok? Les sous-titres vont être en français.
I want to talk though.
Oui, tu peux parler, ok? Je sais que tu comprends. Mais je sais que tu comprends tout, de toute manière. Donc voilà, Emma qui fait une soupe. En fait, on a des patates qui restent. Et on va les combiner.
Ah!
It's too bright.
Can I just talk? I want to talk.
Tu peux parler, oui.
So, hi friends. It's been a few hours. I put up the bed and then I put back down the bed because as soon as we got to our campground, pretty much, it was freezing cold. I was so cold. So I made these amazing baked potatoes the other night in the Dutch oven. It was like the easiest thing I've ever done. All I did was toss in the potatoes, like did my usual kind of bake thing where like I stab them with a fork, tossed them in the Dutch oven. I didn't even put any seasoning or anything in them. And then I added a few tablespoons of butter. And every few minutes, while the Dutch oven was cooking them on the stove, I just kept the lid on to make sure the steam would stay in. And I just like swirled them around to make sure that the butter kind of got all around and like wasn't burning on the bottom. It took 20 minutes and they turned out so good.
Perfect. Literally,
they were
some
so
of the best
good.
potatoes I've had.
You're welcome. So, and I did like 8 of them at a time. Like it was like a big batch of potatoes. Anyway, so this is the leftovers of them. I'm just cooking them. This is way too many potatoes for the soup, but we don't care about having very potato-y soup. I got this from Trader Joe's today. So we're having New England cream powder without a lot of extra potatoes. We've already had a beer. And this is making cocktails now because I also got grapefruit juice at Trader Joe's. So that's kind of what our night looks like. Literally, I am so glad we're at a campsite. One, because our leak is still happening in the tank. It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
So we're going to fix that tomorrow. But also because the wind is insane. Literally, the whole van is rocking with the wind right now. So I'm really, really grateful to be in like a warm, cozy place while the wind is just really killing us. Okay, I'm going to add the soup now. I just didn't want to like cook it. I'm really wishing we had some kind of milk. We only really use oat milk because real milk just goes bad too fast for the amount of time we eat it. Neither of us eat cereal or anything requiring real milk really, except for now I'm wishing we had it. So maybe I'll get some powdered milk for the future.
I mean, at the same time, look, we put the soup and one of the cats was like, what's that?
They do love seafood.
It's like, is that clams?
Seafood.
Oh man!
Life for these cats.
Boop, 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 boop.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Now we're in good shape. That pan was a little hot, but it's fine. Nothing burned. We're good.
Good. Alright, I gotta get a move on
Yeah.
for the drinks.
Soup's gonna be done before the drinks are done if you don't know.
Oh,
So I'm just gonna let this heat up. It doesn't need to cook, just heat.
well, I can't.
Actually, the ratio isn't terrible.
I can't make this work.
It's okay. You don't need to.
Okay.
Just end it.
Bye.
Where will you go? Won't you miss the ones you know?
Hi, friends.
Hello.
We're back. We're on the Riverwalk. And we're trying to figure out what to eat. Should we eat at Rainforest Cafe?
No.
I'm also trying to convince Vincent to go to Six Flags on Sunday.
Well,
So I think it'd be really fun.
I'm like 70% there.
I'm wearing a dress, which is really rare for me. So I can tell it's date night. We're trying to pick what to eat.
Here,
We're not sure what we
and
want, so
A little bit higher
what?
because we're just like capturing your chin.
But my chin is my chin is my best feature.
Yeah, that's true. It's your best angle.
Okay, I'll get back with you when we figure out what to eat because it is crowded and loud, which is very fun. Oh, Lone Star. We're walking. It's rainy. Vince's just got a bag of poop.
I don't have the excuse of walking a dog or something. Like, at least if I walk the dog, you know, walking the dog and waiting for the next trash can. Nope. Just a bag of poop.
So we are going to a French bakery right now called La Boulangerie. Should be good. Have good reviews. Owned by some Parisian couple. We're walking over there. It's kind of like drippy, rainy today. We gotta wait for the weather to clear up because then we're gonna do a like little cruise tour of the river. So I really hope it stops misting because I hate it. It's the worst.
And I really hope I can find a garbage before I get on there, because if not, that bag of poop is going on the riverwalk.
Yeah, that's also a problem. There is also a market up by the van at Pearl Market. It's like a weekend thing. Today they have a farmer's market and tomorrow they have a maker's market. So I think it would be fun to go to the one tomorrow morning. But that's another thing to do. Otherwise we'll just be wandering around seeing what there is to see. There's a knitting or a quilting shop nearby too that I might want to check out. So lots to do.
Filming me again?
No.
I don't have my bag of poo anymore.
I'm just checking out these cool city streets. This feels very New Yorker-y.
Yeah.
It's very
Feels
European.
Like what's the name of that neighborhood again? Soho?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's not Soho.
Soho with all the big, like, flat buildings.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, that bakery was excellent. Best lemon tart I've had in the US for sure. Okay, because it's made by French people. Now we're walking over to the Alamo. So that's fun. It's still kind of rainy. We're gonna see if it'll dry up more before we try to go do our little cruise on the river. We'll see. So the Alamo is pretty cool, you know, good piece of history. But I'm more excited about this right here, which is an archaeological dig right in front of the Alamo, where they're searching for more pieces of wall. I don't know, I think that's cool. It makes me want to be an archaeologist. There's also tons of other fun stuff around here, like there's Ripley's Believe It or Not and a wax museum. Lots of ghost tours around. We're gonna do a ghost tour in New Orleans, I think. But there are some here, which is very cool.
Statue in front of us, you might look at it and say, well, maybe it's a Sebastian. No, it's not. What makes this statue not a Sebastian? First off, it's the color. This one, to this day, the wind actually gets trapped between the three-sided buildings. There's a waterfall on in front of the island in the center. Combine that with drift and wake from other boats.
Before you call, seems like time as a wave passing by, leave a mark in our minds.
Are you so happy?
Memories. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone.
Okay, wait, you have to turn that down because of copyright. Hi friends, we made it to the beach. We're very happy to be here. This is called Magnolia Beach. It's in South Texas. Vincent is currently peeing. I'm sorry if you can hear it. These vlogs wait for no one. We're so happy to be here. The signal is good, which is great. And it is 72 degrees with a perfect sea breeze coming in through the windows. So I am stoked. I wish we could spend forever here. We wish we could spend forever everywhere. We've loved everywhere we've been so far, really. But we're especially happy to be here. Goose goose. This is getting brave. dick for a minute. He's gonna be so dirty.
River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when